Hey, good afternoon. Welcome to Squawking1200. Merry Christmas to all. Merry Christmas Eve to all, or those of you that are in the part of the world where it might already be Christmas. Merry Christmas. Alright, here we are in the Just Flight Turbo Arrow. Have not done anything with this aircraft. I just loaded it. So, got to go to our handy dandy checklist. Landing gear, down, brakes. Let's get to the good stuff. Next page. Move this thing over a little bit. Brake set. Circuit breakers are... Where are the circuit breakers in this thing? Circuit breakers, circuit breakers. There we go. All good. Alternate air off. Closed. Good. Propeller full forward. Avionics should be off. Select desired fuel selector. I'm going to go with this one. Let's go to the previous page for a second. Yeah, skipping directly to startup. Engine startup. I'm not even sure if this thing's got fuel. This thing is like factory fresh from, I don't know, the 50s. Throttle, half-inch open. Alternator switch on. If I remember right, the alternator is this one back there. Oh, looks like both. Plenty of fuel. There we go. Master battery on. Fuel pump. Is that low? Is there a low position? Oh, it looks like there's a low position and a high position. Mixture rich, then idle cutoff. So we got the throttle in, half-inch open. Mixture rich, then idle cutoff. Fuel pump on. Rich. Then idle cutoff. Propeller clear, prop, engage, and I'm still not sure exactly how this key thing works on these. There, it's on both, but that's weird. Alright, mixture, full, rich. Engine start, confirmed. Magneto selector to both, got that. Throttle adjust. Throttle 14 to 1500 RPMs. Look at that, right there. So we can go check, 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 check. Dynamic checklist, pretty cool item on here. Just going to do a little bit of just a quick flight with this. Probably not going to go too much. It's, you know, it's the holidays. Taxi area clear, parking brake release. Okay, so that gets us to taxi. So I think what I'm going to do is connect my pilot to ATC. So I gotta get my handy dandy notebook. Drinking eggnog.
New London information X-ray.
X-ray.
1900 Zulu weather. Wind 050 at 9. Visibility more than 10. Sky conditions 6,200 scattered. 8,200 overcast. Temperature 4. Dew point -9. Altimeter 3020. Arriving runways 0533. Departing runways 0533. Advise on initial contact you have X-ray.
Anybody catch the winds? I did not.
United 442 left turn on the runways approved. You can make it.
I probably should have the lights on here.
Groton, New London information X-ray. 1900 Zulu weather. Wind 050 at 9. Visibility more than 10. Sky conditions
050 at 9.
8,200 overcast.
Alright.
Temperature 4. Dew point.
This is the Just Flight Piper Arrow Turbo. T-tail.
Arriving runways 0533, departing runways 0533.
Again, this is
Advise on initial
an
contact
amazing.
X-ray.
Get rid of the sound here for a second.
Volunteer 228 SO2.
I'm gonna go right to the ground frequencies here.
Groton, New London Information X-ray.
Phase 5,
1900 Zulu weather. Wind 050 at 9. Visibility more than 10.
Alright, get us on the ground. Quick little cockpit tour. Very similar, different, slightly different modeling, with the difference in, the distressing and on the fabric and stuff. Take a look down the back. Similar texturing to, the seats compared to the Just Aero 3R. The first one. It's all good. It's all the same, kind of the same. So it's going to be kind of curious to see the difference in how this one flies. Trying to make sure to get that to latch. Engage latch before flight. Alright, so that's done. Sorry, something in the eye. Okay. I'm going to turn off my X camera and turn off the squawk box. Get some taxi instructions here. Let's see, I think I'm going to change my call sign, configure that correctly to Piper 212 Bravo. Piper November 212 Bravo. Piper November 212 Bravo, ready to taxi.
November 212 Bravo, taxi to runway 23 via taxiways Charlie. Hold short runway 23.
That's a pretty easy one. Taxi to runway 23 via taxiways Charlie. Hold short 23. Piper 12 Bravo. I always like to do the
Taxi to runway 23
double read back on.
taxiways Charlie, hold short runway 23, Piper 12 Bravo.
Gets us off on the right foot with the ATC here. Make sure that there's no screw-ups. Taxi. So basically we're going to go left and there. So this must be taxiway Charlie right here. Before I forget, we're going to start the timer. There we go. Oh, every once in a while, on kind of even intervals, I'm going to switch the fuel from left tank, right tank.
Booster 482, railing round, 8 is golf cart. Push your discretion, expect runway 33.
Did it say where I was positioned? Kilo Golf Oscar November. Been a bit busy. Work. Saw Star Wars last night. Excellent. Another great Star Wars film. Another fun one. Let's see, is this thing warmed up? Where temperature's in the green. Half tank, fuel pressure still on. Is the fuel pump still on? Sounds like it is. Yeah, there we go. Alright, wear and tear on the fuel pump. I just cost myself a little bit of money. Have to replace that sooner than needed. Little choo-choo train coming across the backside here, and right out in front of us. What I like about this is like dialed into a slow walk. This is excellent. Running, I'm going to be running World Traffic 3. I'm going to say flight setup. I'm going to say Go. Go. Take a look at the cell phone. Hopefully you guys are not all done shopping. Alright, we're rolling again. It's generating the flight plans, and then it's going to place aircraft. I got Mr. X trees, I believe. I did the update to 11, so actually it may have overwritten. Yeah, it may have overwritten. I forget the name of the file. I wonder if I can find that quick. World traffic is thinking. Takes a little while. And this isn't really a big airport. So let me turn these things off for a second. Sorry. I'll move my downloads to the other side. HD Forest. I think the ALB DDS file was overwritten because some of these trees over here don't look normal, so I'm gonna have to reinstall that part.
Affirmative, left 15.
Let's see, Alexander, I am running a i7 6700K. I think it's overclocked to 4.3. And I'm using a 1080 card, a GTX 1080. So I have 8 gigs of RAM on the video card. I have 32 gigs of system RAM, and typically X-Plane takes about 16. And I'm getting 30 frames per second in this. Okay, so yeah, you need to make a pretty considerable investment.
Contact tower on 125.6. Have a great flight.
Tower on 125.6, Piper 12 Bravo. Yeah, so computer, the stronger the computer you can afford, the better things will run. You know, X-Plane, they're kind of prepping it also for virtual reality, but so far getting an i7 processor seems to be the way to go. If you can get a 7700, the quad cores seem to work best.
Tower on 125.6.
Tower on 125.6, Piper 12 Bravo. 125. I'll be 1 second. Let me just flip over to tower here. 125.6. There we go. Let's see. I bought this one from CyberPower PC last year, and I think I paid $1,600. So that's in, you know, I don't know if you're in the U.S., but I did 1,600. That's what I paid. Piper 12 Bravo, ready for departure.
Piper 12 Bravo, winds are 040 at 9 knots, altimeter 3020, cleared for takeoff. Runway 23, squawk 1200.
Cleared for takeoff, squawk 1200, Piper 12 Bravo. So I think 1,600 puts you in a pretty good ballpark. Gives you a good system. I got a little note here from these guys. let me turn my headset down just a teeny tiny bit. This plane's pretty loud. Doesn't have anything to do with reading, but it's just the concentration level. No, X-Plane, you really need a pretty strong computer. Gear up. They do have a demo though, so if you can download the demo, that's always a good way to test it, whether it's going to work on your system or not. Some people do run them on i5 processors, and those are definitely less expensive. I think it's X-Force PC has he has some demo videos where he talks about different processors. Shows, he kind of does a whole bunch of different X-Plane related information on his computer site. So he custom builds computers just for X-Plane. So he specs them all out. I was running it previously, X-Plane 10, on a Macintosh with a 3 gig graphics card, and that was okay, but I don't think it will run X-Plane 11 nearly as well. Hey, fair for you to envy. Welcome to the channel. Welcome back. Good to hear from you. How's your Zebo mod? And Alexander, other things kind of factor into how things run. Like if I was running the default Cessna, my frame rates would be probably 15 frames per second higher. Maybe 10. Excellent. That's good to hear. Fair for you. And so each aircraft can have an effect on how well X-Plane will run. But the better the computer, the better it will run. You won't have to worry about sticking to like simple planes. Like the other one that I use, the Airfoil Labs, that one eats up a lot of frames. 20-second timeout. So, oh, hang on, someone's still wrapping presents in the house. I gotta reach over and get the handy dandy Scotch tape. And the packing tape. Get it all done. Hey, Micassaville, welcome to the channel. Doing just a Christmas Eve stream here. We are flying the Just Flight Piper Arrow T-Tail. Let me show that one in the outside view here. You know, something's lit up in my annunciator panel. I've never flown this aircraft before. So I'm going to zoom in on that. What does that say? I'm over boost. So, alright. So maybe I'm running my aircraft a little too hard. I'm sure there's probably some kind of signal down here that was trying to give me some information. The FMC crashing your system. That's why I like general aviation flying. It's a little simpler. This is another awesome. These aircraft are worth the money. I think I paid $42 for the first one, and then they gave you a nice discount code to get this one, which includes the T-tail and the conventional tail. See, what direction am I heading? I'm heading west. That's good. I'm gonna fix this thing. Alright, there we go. That's good, because I wanted to follow the Connecticut River, but I already think I blew by it. I was just gonna do like a northern flight. That might be the Connecticut River behind us. Yeah, that's probably the Connecticut River. X-Force PC is a guy that makes and sells PCs designed for flight simulation. The Panther is a neat one. I don't know how much I would fly that. So yeah, look up X-Force PC. He does some stuff where he demonstrates what an i5 does. I'm not sure how much money. I didn't look at it. Like I said, this one I bought from CyberPower PC in California. I was so impressed with their customer service. I just bought a gaming laptop for my kids, and I spent way more money on their gaming laptop than I did on my desktop. They actually now have an i7-8700, which is a 6-core processor. Uh-oh. Oh, was that just a weather generator? Okay, phew. That was like a weird little hiccup right there. Oh, yep, this must be going towards the Connecticut River. It's hard to fly VFR without actually looking at a map. Oh, that's the river right there. That's the old Connecticut River. That must be Chester Airport, and this must be 42B. I'm so tempted to put the X-Plane demo on the kid's laptop and see what it does, but I don't want to ruin myself and have to scrap my desktop here. But it plays Battlefield beautifully. Yeah, when I ordered the laptop, it actually was listed with an i7-700K too. They're the full K chip. They're not even like the laptop chip. But by the time they got to the configuration and building it, they actually had it was upgraded to an 8700. So it went from a quad core to a 6-core. And the laptop was $2,200, and then there was a $50 gift card, and I think a gaming mouse was included, which it's actually a pretty nice mouse. You know, it's got a little value to it. This aircraft flies beautifully. Just starting to trim it out here. I have real weather on with NOAA. Yeah, it's a coffee lake. That's which I like too. Hey, I like coffee. It's a natural fit right there. So wind was 050 at 9. It's coming from my right. I'm just going to take this up to KBDL, my usual hometown, kind of what I consider my hometown airport. I'm losing my VFR here. I think I need to be, 500 feet below the clouds? Trim it down. Reduce the power a tiny bit. Yeah, PC questions are the hardest ones to kind of answer, because really you just want to say spend as much money as humanly possible if you want to run the simulator. What are those? Is that some, like, you making food? I can't tell what those emotes are. So you have time off this week? Or are you running are you on call? just trimmed out. It's beautiful. Yeah, I'm hoping not to have to upgrade this one until the year after next. Hopefully Vulkan will help, speed stuff up a tiny bit. Because my goal is to buy another laptop next year for the younger one. Okay, that's good. At least, yeah. I figured you were always on call, but I wasn't sure if you had to, if you were totally assigned to work. If this Christmas was your holiday, so I probably need pitot heat. Running real weather, gonna ice this thing up. Having never flown this thing. So you guys probably been pretty busy. You guys doing the 87450, yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, no, I got the laptop with the 8700 in it. It's here. And this laptop weighs 25 pounds, but man, it's got a 1070 card in it. It's awesome. Yeah, I think I would probably, before I get another computer, I probably would I'd probably get a headset first. So you got a little, looks like, I don't know if that's a noisy joystick or shake from X-Plane Realistic. I think it's just shake from X-Plane Realistic. Looks purse. Yep, it's an 8700K and a 1070. So both of them overclockable on a laptop. It's a 17-inch screen too. The battery life, I played Battlefield 2 hours. I was at 20%. This thing was cooking. But I every day I'm a little bit more tempted to put do the demo just out of curiosity. Yeah, I agree about X-Plane Realistic with some of the wind things. I don't know if it's fully activated for this particular aircraft because this is the first time I'm flying. Let me take a look. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so it wasn't even fully loaded. Yeah, no, it's definitely for the kids. That's why I'm not messing with it too much. They're going to come over tomorrow and really put it through its paces. So now when they're here, they'll have my desktop, and then they'll be able to be connected and be able to play at the same time when they're here. Before, the younger one, he had a laptop, couldn't really run the powerful games. Now they're pretty much on an even playing field. There'll be no complaints regarding any latency or any that abruptness when the weather changes drives me crazy. Now the kids were super excited when they saw the specs on it. The other thing is too, our high school that the kids go to. They're starting E-League in the spring. So Connecticut is the first state to offer E-League esports as an activity. They actually had just had, I guess the kids said that state E-League championships were just held like a couple weeks ago. So I've kind of kept that in mind too. They're going to play, I think, League of Legends and Rocket League are the two like approved games. Yeah, that's the NOAA plugin, definitely. I didn't realize, that's the way that thing works. Again, the weather engine, trying to have that smooth transition, not quite there. Because the weather, I don't think it's changed. This is like our weather that it is outside currently. It seems a little overcast, more overcast than it is. How does NOAA work, or the E-League? Yeah, they're going to be competing competitively in video games. It's their own esport. On TBS, Turner Broadcasting, I think on Friday nights at 10 or 11 o'clock they have esports. Switching fuel tanks. Reset my timer. A couple minutes late on that one. That's alright. Yes, I think it's a big frame drop all of a sudden. That's a huge frame drop. I wonder if there's a tile load. Wow, big drop. What the heck? Did freaking Windows Defender just kick back on? I just shut that thing off. I have the worst time with this. I've tried to make an exception for it, and it's off. Yeah, definitely. Is that a NOAA thing? Did it just like NOAA me? Like I just had like another. It wasn't not an aircraft related like surge, but the frames dropped down to like 17, 18, and then the weather didn't change, but it had that weird weather load. Interesting. I tell my kids, when you say you were born in the wrong era, I say I'm just going to be on the senior circuit. E-League gamers. I think the senior circuit starts. I think Prime is going to be like 18 to 25. Okay, then NOAA. So far, it's a nice like free add-on. But I figured I told my kids peak video gaming is 18 to 25, and then I think it's the senior division is going to be like 25 to 35, and then I said I'll qualify for like the Masters division, 35 and older. Yeah, I'm still on the fence on a weather thing. If X Enviro 108 came out and it was just the reviews were awesome, I'd probably do it. But because it's not out and active sky is still not anywhere near to be seen, I'm just holding. Plus I spent all my money on this Piper Aero package. Money well spent, because it's definitely worth the money. It's pretty. Ooh, a little updraft here. And it's coming back down. I haven't touched anything. If NOAA does this to me all the time, I'm gonna freaking go crazy. break anything. I mean, what does it want me to land at Bradley Field? I don't mind landing if that's... as long as we're the same mindset aircraft. Alright, let's take a look over here. Yeah, and I don't think it's changed. Looking out my window, I just came in from a quick run to the grocery store. It's actually really nice out. Yeah, little Jersey Wildwood added to your simulator, the Wildwood plugin. Alright, there's our airport up there on our left a little bit. See how this thing lands. Keep the mixture up. Go full prop. And start a little descent. Right about there. See how that... Are you flying right now? Hey, do you have the Mr. X trees? Hey, WeaselBoy66, welcome to the channel. Merry Christmas. Christmas Eve. Oh, another abrupt weather change. Noah. Alright. I have it set on like... Nothing more aggravating than like doing all the doing all that all that work to get stuff ready and having it crash. When I upgraded from 11.11 R2 to 11.11 final build, I think it overwrote one of the things, so I have like a little bit of a weird height discrepancy with some of the trees. I think I just got to put that the bottom one back in, whatever the bottom file is. Yeah, it's maddening. Like, I think that stuff will and might hopefully level out now that this is like at kind of like at 11.11 like final build. It would be nice if they don't like mess with it too much. Which forest? I just got the which ones did I get? Yeah, the HD Forest. Yeah, those are the ones. Version 101. Those are the ones that I have. Oh, yeah, I sent somebody at work an email and they're like, drainage? I'm like, no. Totally not the word that I wanted. let's see, the wind is 050, so it's coming from our right. This is the runway that we would want. Oh, look at that. Little weather change. Yeah, the trees are a nice improvement. So Weaselboy66, if you haven't gotten the Mr. X trees, they've been wildly popular. I wish this room had a window. I want to look out and see what the weather is. I'm still up too high for this. You know what? I haven't. That was on. A couple people mentioned that. You know, about the rain, and then I kind of made like a mental note, and you know, my mental notes they don't go that far, so I forgot to try it. So I think right after this, let me put this thing down. Let's see if it's 050. I could take this runway. I could take 33 here. Be a little bit of a right crosswind. Drop this thing like it's hot here. ,000 feet a minute. Alright. Well, does that one have an FMC that crashes on you? Let's see, gear down. Alright, sounded good. Let's see, take a look and see if I got 3 in the green. 3 in the green, alright. Let's see where the runway goes. There we go. We go first notch of flaps here. Got no airspeed. It's pretty awesome. I suppose I can dive this thing down. Pitch for speed. There's some airspeed. I know watching me fly is like a highlight, but I think if I were in your position, it'd be like, no way, I'm not watching this guy. I'm going to fly my Panthera. There's 3-3. Get myself on a little bit better alignment here. Ortho tiles are so amazing. And yours are even cranked up. You have like, you're doing 18s. I'm doing my New England. I did at zoom level 17. You know, I did the Northeast. Second notch of flaps, and most of the other ones, when I'm just going flying to other areas, I'm just doing them at 16. Alright, everybody says leave a little bit of power when you land the Piper and you land these turboprops. Third notch of flaps. Let's see, 030, it'd be coming from our right if we have much wind. Doesn't feel like it's affecting the aircraft too much. Yeah, let me check you. I'll check your chat in a second. Dropping like a rock right there. Apparently you gotta keep more power in than that. Because that looked good up until like the final 20 feet. Yeah, I should have checked the checklist. It's a gorgeous it's gorgeous. The first one, the Aero 3R, was $42, and then they included a discount code if you got these for $15. So it has both tail types, the conventional and the T-tail. Probably should read, yeah, I probably do. I hit hard. Let's take a quick look at out here. What was it, shift 4? That doesn't look flat. Felt like it got a flat. That could be the, just one of the X-Plane realistic chatter modes. Might have to switch it to a different one. Let's see, we were talking about rain effects. Let's see if we can, plugins, NOAA, configure, get rid of you, apply. Done. Let's take a look here. This is not this one. We want the airplane. I'm going to turn off pilot to ATC for a second because that one I think is running no. I just don't want to have it anything weird. Let's go overcast. We're going to go precip storm. I haven't done this in a while. Let's see what we get. Alright, weather any day now. I hear it in my headset. I'm gonna crank it. Well, it's huge amount. There we go. Alright, let's see if we get rain effects. Yeah, I'm seeing it now and I'm hearing it. I think by now it would be hitting the windows. So far for being severe weather, doesn't seem all that harsh. Waiting for some lightning to make me jump out of my seat. So we got the ground roll shaked, we got the ground roll. Yeah, with those, yeah. That'd be nice, no amount of rain X will fix this. Wonder if it's just while you're in the air. Got somebody coming in from on approach here. Is this runway 6, I believe? Should be able to take off on this one too. Trying to figure out where they're going. I would think this would be snow, but with let's take a quick look. Temperature, there we go. Oh yeah, now we got, oh, there's some snowflakes. I like that. Where did I miss the light post? I'll take a look. No, I don't think there's. I don't. That's the. I think these are. This is the ILS, maybe. Well, that. No, that wouldn't be the ILS for this. Yeah, they must just be light posts. Yep, that's what they are. Because those, the other stuff would be over here. Yep, light post. So now I have, sounds like freezing rain. Let's take off, see what this thing does. This, is, I think, the latest Bradley, that KBDL that comes with the sim. I went over to the X-Plane Scenery Gateway and downloaded some stuff that was like to be considered in the future. So I kind of got a little bit of a jump. There's that little light on again. Yeah, let's see, I'll rotate this thing up. Punch it, Chewie. Finally saw Star Wars last night. Whoa, 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 that was bad. Does anybody know anybody from the fire department? How could I have ice? I thought I had the pitot heat on. Yeah, the pitot heat's on. I didn't even get a nice warning. I liked it. I thought the movie was really good. Let's see. That was pretty abrupt. Like, that just winged right over to the right and bam! Yeah, that'll clean right up. Just bring it to the mechanic. Let's see, maybe come in a tiny bit. Yeah, right about there. Right there. What? What was that? It's, the gear's permanently ruined. See, look at this. Look at me. I'm calm. I'm cool inside this cockpit. I want to have Austin design a guy that, like, you can see him, like, in a tirade every time he crashes or lands hard. I was like, that was pretty cool. To just ice myself. Alright. Well, we wanted to know what the rain effects were. We got the ice effect. Wonder if it'll start. Nope. Me too. It's hilarious. Is your pager going off? Alright, let's see. What's that? Replay mode off. Alt R. Alright, we're start new flight. Let's go with the other one here. Yeah, let's see, icing, check. Typically, you know what, because I'm squawking 1200, I'm trying to fly in, you know, not perfect weather, but definitely VFR. Why is my alarm still going off? Everything's off. And I still have the alarm in the background. I wonder if I have to start this thing, or if it's just kind of or if it's just warning me that it's already forming on the wings. Could that be? Doesn't look icy. Alright, let's see. Yeah, it already knows. Listen, this is your warning. Don't do it again. Let me see if I reload the current aircraft if it does it. Alright, at least the warning went off. Alright, let's now we just moved into Florida. Oh. There we go. We're going with that midday Florida heat here. We're up in the 100. So where am I? Oh, I'm back to Groton, New London. It totally reset me back to where I started. Oh man, I cheated. Why is this? It was already running. Ooh, I hear some lightning and thunder in the background here. Ooh, angry sky. Hey, what do you guys think? Think it's a good day to fly? Yeah. I don't see anything. It's gonna clear up in a couple of minutes. Yeah, let's go. All right, grab the key. At least when the lightning hits the plane, it just kind of goes through the aircraft. Can you hear the thunder on this? It's definitely going. I don't know if I can... oh, actually, this plane has the sound thing. Let's see. Crank this stuff up. Environment. There we go. You should be hearing it now. There we go. Alright. Clear for takeoff. Turned off the air traffic controller. I didn't check the ceiling height. I wonder how high up it is. Gear up. Positive rate of climb. Actually, it looks pretty good. Probably looks even better with X and Barrow clouds. Is the turbo in the prop? No, it's in the... It's definitely in the throttle. So there's a fine line with that yellow annunciator light. I'm gonna have to read about that in the I'm gonna have to read the damn book. Yeah, I was gonna take a look and see how high up these were. How high up did we make the clouds? Oh, not too high. Let's go for it. We're gonna take this turbo arrow all the way up. Yeah, you should. I'm not really seeing much on the glass. Turn off the dirt effect, maybe. Nah, nothing's showing up on the glass. Here we go. Oh. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh. How did I exceed the G limit? Oh man, where's my parachute? This is an unrecoverable. No, I need a fireman again. At least I landed in the water. You can prevent this by flying more carefully. Airframe G limit? I wonder if I must have got hit by... Would that be under the replay? Yeah. No. Just... Alright. So it won't. We aim to entertain here on Squawking1200. As I've said in the past, oftentimes the best part of the stream is the takeoffs and landings. You get the most value for your dollar. All right, with that, I'm gonna have to take off. I got a couple more family things I got to do. I got a party I got to get ready for tonight. Hey, Fear for You to Envy, thanks for stopping by the channel. Enjoy your Panthera flight through thunder and lightning. Push the airframe and see where you wind up. Post it up to YouTube. I'm going to post this one up to YouTube, so for the rest of everybody to enjoy. I'm just going to say skip to the last 15 minutes for the good parts. All right, I'm out of here. You guys have a great Christmas. Thanks again for stopping by the channel. Weasel Boy, thanks for stopping by. Who else stopped by? I think there was one other person. Alexander Ovechkin, number 8. Thanks. No, I am. I'm on OBS, so it should all be recorded. So I'm gonna put it on YouTube. Oh, actually, that was another thing someone mentioned. Is if you turn off the gaming mode on your machine, it actually might speed up your frames a little bit. You know, it's counterintuitive. But someone said because it's recording everything in the background on gaming mode. So yeah, that might be something you might want to check into, turning off gaming mode. Yeah, you too. Have a Merry Christmas, and again, thanks for stopping by the channel. I'll upload this one to YouTube probably in the next couple of minutes, and I'll just tell everybody to skip to the good parts. Thanks again, Fair for You to Envy. Have a good one. And this is Squawking1200. I'm out. We'll see what Christmas brings for toys.